Hey, you're new here. Welcome to Salina. Now you're thinking, what the hell kind of place are we in? Well, let me tell you, when it comes to cars and all that racing stuff, it doesn't matter if you're in a big city. Salina, it's not the smallest town, but it won't be the biggest town at all. But things can really go down when it comes to this kind of town. It could be anywhere. You could literally be out in the middle of nowhere in some other state, and there could be a lot going down. But welcome to Salina. Now, what seems what you're looking for is someone to cruise with, someone to go, cause some trouble, look for some trouble or something. Well, you probably came to the right place, even though we're not all about that trouble. But it's kind of nice to get a little crazy around the streets. Let me show you around.
My name is Tony.
My name is Michael.
My name is Matthew.
Akari.
My name is Benjamin.
You go first.
What's your name? Brooklyn.
And my name is Darren.
Alright. How long have you been part of this group?
Since June in 2021.
For about 2.5 years.
I've been part of this group for, about 1.5 to 2 years. I've joined from a friend that introduced me to the get-together before it was a car group, probably late summer of 2021.
I've been part of the group for about 7 months now.
And I have been here since last winter.
About 2 years now. I'm kind of on and off when I go, but I've been part of it for 2 years.
July of 2021. Or August. July or August.
What was it like in the earlier times?
In the earlier times, what I remember is cruising down. Well, first we'd meet up and then we'd cruise a little bit here and there. We'd hit the highways at some points and then we would stay out till 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. at times even, on Santa Fe or anywhere really, just depending on where we ended. We just take pictures and chill.
We had a smaller location, the earliest I can remember. I was invited, or I had word that there was a get-together at Quick Shop right by Walmart, and I didn't really talk to many people. I was just very I was more on a bystander to see what the group was like. Obviously we had a really small number of people. There are some people that were there back then and are still in the part of the group today.
I feel like nothing has really changed since I've been here.
Very nervous. So I like cars a lot, but I'm very socially awkward and I have a hard time talking to people and getting out there, opening up and stuff. So, grew from that, so.
Man. I don't even... Different, I guess, but it was it wasn't that different, honestly. There was a lot more reckless people. It's mainly just different people, honestly. It's the main difference.
How much did you think the group has changed over the years?
I think that over the years, it's drastically changed. When I came in, there was only, 8, 9 of us, and I think I'm the only one remaining out of that 9. So...
It was way more chill. It was way more chill. There wasn't a lot of hectic things going on all the time, how it is now. And it was more of anybody can come, and anybody still can come, but then it's kind of with the way the group's developed and some people in it, you get blamed for what you drive at a young age.
I think it has changed in number. We've had ups and downs. We've had more people come in, some people leaving out. We've definitely met a lot of new people, some inspirational people as well. We've become more diverse in age. We've seen a lot of older people pull up and become part of it and hang around, and we definitely switched locations to a more bigger lot because obviously the bigger number we had to find a new place that had more capacity of us because there was times where we just couldn't be in that spot anymore because it started becoming an issue.
It's still pretty similar to what it used to be. Dies down over the winter, but like other than that, it hasn't really changed. I mean, some people have gotten more stingent and safe, I guess, but other than that, Applebee's, we used to never go to Applebee's. Back during like the first year, that was something we never did, which we don't really do that much anymore either. Man, we've always been meeting at Ashley's, haven't we? I feel like we used to meet somewhere. Yeah, we did. It used to be at Quick Shop, or Quick Hop, whatever you want to call it. Did they ever fix their sign? Because I don't know. But it used to be at Quick Shop before Sam made the cashier really mad, and then we got kicked out.
How much did you think this group has changed over the years?
Majorly. It's majorly changed. Just being about like the group, like people-wise, it's kind of like a roller coaster. It's gone up in people, down in people. We lost people. People joined. Just kind of like a roller coaster of emotions for sure.
Okay. Following up with that question, what do you think draws in more people to be part of this group?
Tony's positivity, for sure. For sure, Tony's positivity. It's also like not even all about cars. Like literally, it's called family. We're all a big family, and we go out and do stuff that's not even car related. Like go out to the district. We'll go to Applebee's. We'll go do stuff. We'll have foot races. It's just really just family stuff.
I think what draws people in to the group is, just making them feel welcome, making them feel like their existence is known, just getting to know them. I think that'll really go a far ways with just anybody in general, that'll attract anybody.
It kind of gives young people to find what to do, not only in the summer, but in general. I know there's some people that don't really want to go out. They don't have that many friends, or just try to find something to do, and I feel like this car group is kind of one of them, even though you don't have to be a car person to be in the group, but you could hang around and meet new people.
Cars, obviously. And I'm just like the community that we have.
I definitely think how, the things we do, not just cars, but how we go out and get ice cream and stuff like that. A family things.
I'm not too sure. Just being respectful, showing the car group what it is, not showing bad things about it, like showing good causes on it or stuff like that.
It's pretty friendly and open. I think that's a huge part of it. And then also just cars. People like cars. And it's kind of hard to find a group of people who are into cars that are just pretty out in the open. Most people keep it pretty private.
What do you think causes people to no longer be involved with this group?
Definitely people pushing out, putting out their religion to others. And, just kind of that led to toxic, and then people started to leave because of toxic people that were in the group. And I feel like just the negativity is always going to draw somebody back from doing what they want.
That's a hard one.
A lot of
I love our group so much. You know, you can't think of the bad things.
a lot of arguing. I mean, people don't like drama, so drama happens, and people feel the need to leave.
Yeah, I guess it's bound to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Some people just kind of outgrow it, or something happens, and then definitely like a lot of drama, unnecessary drama that goes on in and outside of the group with people. So
Personal differences. I think some people want things to be like more focused and less open, and so they kind of wander off into their own thing. But I think people want different things from a car group that this isn't exactly tailored towards. So,
even if they leave, it kind of just leaves one loose end. We just try to get as many people we can in here, and give them as like a sense of belonging. What were the most memorable moments you had with this group?
oh, probably when my car blew up, both times. And then there's a lot. But just funny moments. I remember one time people were trying to hang on, we're like in shopping carts, hanging on to the back of cars while they were driving around. That was pretty fun. And then one time me, Tony, I think it was Sam and Keese, we ended up staying up till literally like 6 a.m. until the sun was coming up. We were literally laying in the entrance to the home automotive parking lot. And we were I don't even know what we were doing because I couldn't remember because I was so tired. But pool nights was pretty memorable. The first nights that I met a lot of people during the car meets, those were memorable. Like when I first met Logan, or when I first met Zach, or just stuff like that.
Going to like Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings, and just like the food after, because like it's always really fun to like have a conversation after hitting a nice lap. So
I have multiple memorable moments. I know we had about almost 30 cars in a parking lot one time, and it was interesting to see the lineup of so many different cars and so many new people. There was one time where we've had like a lot of people like cruising with, and it was like a whole train. If you were in the front of the line, you could see like a whole train of headlights behind you, or if you were in the back, there was a whole train of taillights right in front of you, and it would go on for maybe a block or two, and it kind of just feels, just has a great feeling to that.
I would say when I first came and we played volleyball. Yeah, I'm really good at it, so.
I have two. It's pretty hard. It's either meeting her or I'd say doing some little reckless stuff, like doing donuts with Eddie, one of my buddies, with my Charger, my first car. We were doing donuts and stuff together. Probably one of those. Or yeah.
Most memorable moments. I remember, this actually happened 3 times, but I remember one time we had concluded a lap at Quick Shop. It was about 11 p.m., 12 p.m., and it was 3 individuals. It was 4 at first, but 3 of us had stayed there till about 7 a.m., until the sun rose. We were talking about Jesus all night, and that's my most memorable one.
Definitely the laps, but not even the laps. Definitely just the people. The people have just helped me, and probably way more others, and just put me in a better position. And when I pulled up in my GTI after I crashed, everyone was shocked, and that was most definitely a really good memory that I had.
What's one tragic moment you've remembered, and what did it teach you or the group?
Mine would be when we got rear-ended in his second car, his 350Z. I feel like,
You went to the hospital.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, so.
It gave me back problems, so more than it had. But I think it taught us that anything can happen at any moment, no matter what.
And for me, it would probably be my Charger wreck, my first car. Happened on 9th Street. Kind of wasn't paying attention. The lady stopped for an animal and rear-ended her. I think it taught me just to be more aware of my surroundings, and with the car me, just be more aware.
Definitely Dylan's scat pack.
Most tragic moments. I'd say it'd be the time when we were at the old airport. We were just hanging out. There was a white scat pack, a white Charger, and there was a blue Mustang 5.0.
It was at the old airport. It was, first of all, supposed to be a race with the scat pack and the 5.0. The 501, 5.0 started doing burnouts and donuts, making it kind of hard to see. And then Dylan, the owner of the scat, let a friend drive, and the friend did a pull in the clouds from the burnout, and the donuts were still there, so it was hard to see. And Dylan said they were going about 80 miles an hour, and the Mustang kind of just pulled out in front of them.
And it's just kind of like teaches you got to be more aware of your surroundings and, you know, kind of what's going on. Even though it wasn't really his fault, you still got to, like, watch where you are and watch for other people and just things like that. You got to be safe when you're driving.
And obviously, you know, all these things that, you know, that we don't really, like, look down upon, but, you know, we keep our head up. You just got to be more aware of your surroundings, you know. Be careful, obviously, because we care about everybody in this group, no matter who you are or what you do. But we just try to stick to safety a lot of the time. But, yeah.
What I learned from that, and I think the general takeaway, is just be a lot more careful. You have turn signals for a reason. Be very aware of your surroundings. Like, cars are extremely dangerous if you're not responsible with them, and so I think that's a huge thing.
Definitely taught me to, if we're gonna do something that requires high speeds, to do it when nobody's around and wait for the straight path or wherever you are to be clear and visible.
You know, boundaries are needed. You know, I don't necessarily like being the guy that makes rules or anything, but I know that ever since moments like those, they're needed, because at the end of the day, I just want everybody to go home.
What is the most inspirational person that is in this group that you look up to?
Tony, for sure.
You want to say it at the same time?
Tony.
Tony Toretto.
I've got to say probably Tony.
You know, if you hang around this group for a while, you see somebody that's, you know, that sets a really great example, and you know, what kind of drags more people to be a part of the group. I think Tony, I view him as the team leader. I see him, you know, he's always got inspirational words to say. You know, he's always going up to people, whether he knows them or not, and tries to, like, introduce him, not only him, but some of the group sometimes. And, you know, he's just really setting a good social example. He makes great decisions, you know.
He's just a hardworking man. Like, he has everything that he's wanted. He has my dream car, 370, and, like, he just grinds for everything that he wants. And him working 2 jobs to get a GTR is actually way, way, way crazier than you think. So it puts a lot of stress on the human body, and being that he's doing all that for, you know, a car, is just very, very inspirational for sure.
I'm inspired by it, you know. I just got done speaking to one the other night, and I went home, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was in tears. I'm like, this girl right here. I'm like, no, but yeah, you know, I truly find that inspirational. Yeah, that right there. I remember having that dream, and I woke up, and I woke up laughing to it. Like, I really just dreamed myself driving a GT, because that's what I want. That's what I'm working towards right now. Actually, I'm gonna get a GTR. And what's funny about that is the night before that, I was getting off of work at the restaurant. It's my second job, and it was like 10:30 p.m. I remember pulling into my driveway, and I was praying. I was praying to God, and I was just involving Him in that whole step process, because physically my body was just tapping out. And I remember pulling up to my driveway. It's 10:30. I started praying, and I'm like, you know, Jesus, do you want me to keep doing this? I'm tired. I don't want to do it no more. And I waited for a response. I sat there in my driveway, and I waited for a response. And I got what felt like comfort, you know. So I didn't know instantly yet what His answer was, but I felt comfort. So I got off, I took a shower, I went to bed because I had to work at 5 in the morning the next day. And I remember dreaming that. I woke up laughing to it, and then about 1:30 p.m., I was at the restaurant. It's like it hit me, and that was God's response to my question when I was in the driveway. That dream was His response, and I know it's going to happen.
Do you see yourself being part of this group for a while?
Most definitely, no questions asked. I mean, there might be like a couple weeks where like I take a break off of it, like out of the car group for a minute, and then come back with like this nice looking car, but that's rare. That's rare. Car or no car, I'm still gonna be there as much as I can, and yeah, that's that.
In some capacity, yeah. I think as long as I'll be in Kansas, I'll probably be partaking in it, at least from time to time, you know. But I think as long as I'm around the area, I'll find time to come by every now and then and partake, you know.
I would say I would be part of this group for as long as I can. As a designer of this group, I'll try to be part of this group, or at least, you know, become more inspirational and try to spread the word as I move out of this town, and hopefully get to spread out the community. You know, add on another group, you know, just to, you know, spread more word and look back on this video, and hopefully it's something we can reflect greatly upon.
What do you think the future has in store for this group?
Something definitely special. If the car group keeps building how it has been lately, I feel like it's gonna be something good.
I think, and once again, I'm entirely biased on this, I think some more well put together driving stuff, because like we do our cruises, and you know, so people like to mess around in the parking lot and stuff, but I think some more officially set up like racing events or just driving events in general, I think would be pretty cool.
I definitely think we're gonna grow. Especially with some of us getting older and having little ones, and then introducing them to the group as well. Yeah,
making it bigger later on. More money comes along, so better cars. Yeah, make this group clean.
I think maybe like switch up the lap every so often, or just kind of like listen to everybody else's ideas. It'll definitely make it a lot more fun for the group, and it'll help bring the group together more, I think.
So as a designer for this group, you know, I wasn't asked to do any of this. I wasn't asked to do any design work or video editing or flyers. You know, I feel because my passion and interest is graphic design, video editing, photography. I really enjoy doing that stuff. And bringing this to the group, it kind of gives like something to be committed to, something to add on to my future career. Doing design work, making the car logo, making decals out of it, and seeing it on other people's cars, I think is really awesome to see how my work can, influence people and get that hype. And it makes a lot of people kind of more committed to this group. I feel like, making all the hype videos and video edits and the photos, it kind of cherishes some sort of memory that everybody will have that are part of this group. And when they look at that, they'll remember it for a long period of time.
I always thought about us, like all of us taking over Salina, kind of like, I don't know, just taking it all over.
Say from here on out, this car group, this community, this small community we have, this is a really young audience we usually have. It's not like any other car club or car group where, we're very specific and we criticize builds and, we really dig deep into just the cars and, be really, really mature. But for family, the car group, it's just more younger towards the audience, to beginners, to people that, that want to get into the car community, but, they don't have the knowledge or all the understandings, but, there is something that they could portray and see if being in a car group is really what they want to do in the future and build dreams upon it. So.
I think love is a word that's overused. It needs to be rather shown by action instead of words. And words can be a part of it, absolutely, but I think action needs to follow behind it. And this group, something about this group is when I see myself in high school making bad choices that led to just destruction and division and all the bad things that you could think possible. I remember being that kid in high school, and it feels awesome to be a part of something that actually doesn't compromise your future, and to have that for them, for somebody that's in my shoes, right? That would have been in my shoes at that time. Like they now got the choice to not compromise their future and actually be a part of something that will put that in danger. And so, I love that. That's what I love. And like the members of these groups, there's a lot of members that I've come to grow close to. There's a lot that I hear about them and things that they go through in their lives. And when I say I love them, I really do. And I hope I can show that enough rather than say it. No, for real though.
Oh, it oh man. Can you bleep it out if I swear?
I don't think it really matters.
Okay, I'll try my hardest.
Hey, that is one of the most memorable moments though, when I would get on top of my hatchback car in the middle of the lap and just scream out family at the top of my lungs. That right there is like a memorable moment.
Family! Family check, I'm on everybody, bro. Family!